Alright guys, this is JOATD back with another video. Here in front of you is a Dixie Narco Pepsi Generation 501R Series 2 vending machine. And today's video is to show you how to replace the flavor cards in a side-by-side selection machine. Now, as you can see, the flavor cards that I have installed in my machine are simply just the cutouts of the cardboard boxes that hold the actual drinks. They look terrible. I mean, I like things to look professional. So I went to a company and I ordered a couple of new ones. And this is what I received. An old Fanta Orange, Old Crush, a Sprite you can't even tell that it's Sprite, and a grape Fanta that's an old logo. Now, I talked to the company. They told me that you can no longer get these for my machine. So I came up with the great idea to create my own logos. These logos are 2 5/16 by 3.5. They're going to fit perfectly in my side-by-side selection machine. If you look at them, they are all uniform, and I tried to make them look, as close to each other as possible. So let's go ahead. Let's install them and see how this thing looks. All right, guys. So the flavor cards are hidden behind the coin mech. What you're going to do is you're going to pull this locking tab that secures the coin mech in place, and you're going to move the actual power wire out of the way so that the coin mech will just swing open to give you space to get to the flavor cards. As you can see, the flavor card areas are labeled. The first one is 1, next to it is 2. Then you go down, you got 3, next to it is 4. So 4 is where you can see the Mountain Dew. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to remove the Mountain Dew first. That seems like that one's a little easier to pull out. See, it just came right out. You can see that it is Mountain Dew, and you can see it has a hole on top of it. Now, we're going to put this up here at the top, and we're going to grab the new Mountain Dew. You see, put them beside each other. You see how much better it looks? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use this Mountain Dew to put a new hole in all of the rest of the flavor cards. All right. So I'm just going to put it right over top of it, and I'm going to get me a regular hole punch, and I'm just going to punch a hole right through the middle. All right. And there you go. We're going to pull it out, and there you go. So that right there is the correct way to put the holes in the actual new flavor cards. Now, I just went on and just punched all the holes in the flavor cards. I just used the same one, but it worked out. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the new flavor card in. Let's see if we can get this in. Sometimes it's a little hard to get it in there, but it'll go in. See, I got it almost all the way in, and just there you go. See, I'm just pressing it in. It's not that hard, and all of them are going to go in that way. See how it looks from the front? Oh, that's gorgeous compared to all the other ones. All right. So, oh, and you can see that the hole actually lines up with the light. So let's go ahead and start pulling out some more. We're going to try number 3. Sometimes you got to move the wires out of the way. See how that's just some cardboard cutout? And look at that. That's the new one. Now, this one might be a little harder to put in just because the wire's in the way. But, oh, no, it just slid right in. We just got to get it out lined up. There you go. So now we have 2 brand new flavor cards in there, and we're just going to keep on going. Let's try number 1 and pull that one out. All right, see what I'm saying? That's just cardboard cutout. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's get that one back in. Like I said, it's a little difficult to kind of get it in from the side, but it will go in there. Try not to bend up your new card pushing it in, but it slides. Once it gets in the grooves, it slides in great. All right, so we're gonna go to 2, and we're gonna pull that one out. That number 2 one sometimes is a little hard to get to, but it'll come out. All right, see, that's orange. Look at that crushed orange, it looks beautiful. We're gonna slide this one in. There you go. Got that one in, and let's keep going. Let's go to number 5. Seems like the ones on the right side come out a little easier. That Sprite, look at that new Sprite. That card looks beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and slide this one in. That one went in very easy. All right, let's pull out number 6. So Pepsi, that's my new Pepsi. And that's the thing, guys, you want these things to look uniform. It looks more professional when they all look the same, but they have different drinks on the pictures, and the pictures are crisp and clean. That's what you want. Now, like I said, this right here is 6. This is the Pepsi. It's a little more difficult to get it in, but it will go in. You see that? Look at that. Right in there. Okay, now what we're gonna do is choose between 7 and 8. I'm gonna try 7 first. No, that one's too much. Let's do 8. See, 8 will pick up. We can just pull that straight out of there. Look at that. Cardboard. Look at that. Brand new. Let's slide that in. Let's try to, I'm trying my best to make it so you guys can see, you know, what I'm doing. Sometimes it'll go in there, and sometimes you have to pull it back out and slide it back in, but there you go. Went right in. Now let's go ahead and do 7. 7 is going to be a little harder because it's laying down flat. So you have to stick your fingernail up under it or get something to lift it to get it out of there. And there we go. Now look at this. This is the worst one I had. It's black and white. It was terrible, but now we're going to replace it with this brand new color, Cheerwine. There we go. Look at that. It's almost in there. You see, that's what I mean. That's how they need to go in. Smooth, just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take this light out, and what we're going to do is I'm going to close. We're going to come out, and then I'm going to show you how the numbers on the flavor cards match up with the numbers in the columns. You see, we got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 3. All right. So those columns have to match up with the actual numbers. All right. So let's go ahead and close the coin mech. And then we're going to make sure that the wire and everything is out of the way. Everything's closed. All right, guys. So I got all of the flavor cards in. And the way that I did it, that's technically the easier way to do it. But if for some reason you can't get one of the cards in because either the wires are in the way or it's just hard to get it in there, you're going to need one of these. Okay, now if you look at the bottom of this, this is a 5/16. All right, I think it's 6 inches long, the metal part is, and that's how it looks. Okay, it has a hole all the way through the middle of it. I got a whole pack. All right, so I have a link in the description area where you can get these, but technically, let's say you want to take the whole button out, and we're gonna do, let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do number 4 button, right? Up under the bottom, you have 2 screws or 2 nuts. All right, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this, stick it on here, and you're just gonna turn and take it off. All right, just like that. So if you look in there, the nut is in there. All right. And then we're gonna finish taking this one out too. All right, we got the other one in there. And then basically all you have to do is, you have 2 long screws here. Just pull those out. This bottom piece right here, this plastic piece on the bottom, is gonna come loose. Just like that. Now when you go to put this back in, this plastic piece on the bottom goes in one way. And you can see the screw holes are closest to, you know, the front of it, right? So you want the screw holes to be the closest to the actual button. So it goes in like that, not like this. See, the screw holes are away from the button. All right, that's how it goes in when you put it back. Now, you can either let this hang, or you can just take it all the way apart. If you take it all the way apart, you're just gonna pull this plastic piece off right here with the screws attached to it. They'll come out of it. But remember, when you put this back in, this part actually covers the button. If you look on the back, there's a button right here. Okay, so when you put this back in here, it goes, the button right here faces the selection button right here. All right, so it goes in that way, as you can see that. And when you put the plastic back on, this plastic goes on it this way, and this plastic part actually covers the button. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna put it back on so that you can see it. All right, so if you can see how it covers the button. So that's how the plastic goes back on it, like that. Okay, now I'm just gonna let that hang. Now this right here is the button. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna push it. Just push. It'll come out. See that? See that whole button came out. See? Whole button came out. Now, and then all you do is just slide the card in from the side right here. When you put it back in, it's still tough to put it back in because it's tight. So you're gonna put it back in and just push it. Line it up though. Look on this side, and then on this side right here, and I got my hand at the back of it, and you're just gonna push it in until it goes in. It'll go in just like that. See that? So it's in there. It's a little hard to push it in. Just try not to break it. You can actually take out this nut right here and this one if you want to, but that's just, to me, that's just extra. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this plastic piece, which is this, put it back on the bottom of this. It goes on the bottom. All right, I'm gonna put that back on there first. And remember, the screw holes go closest to the selection button. All right, so I got the plastic piece on. You see how the holes are closest to the smash button part right there. And then you're just gonna go back up here and stick it right back in those holes where it goes, right there. And that's it. I'm gonna take the 2 nuts like this, and then I twist them on with my hand first. It's kind of hard, but you can do it. Twist it on with your hand first and then tighten it down. When you tighten it down, don't tighten it down so tight that you're hearing things crackle. Okay, let's go ahead and put these back on. All right, so I got it on, and then I'm just gonna go up under here and I'm gonna tighten it up. Just tighten it down. Just snug is good enough. And they're under there, and that's it. And then go back to the front just to make sure that the button is working. And it is. All right, so I just wanted to show you how to take out one of the buttons if you can't get the flavor card in. Now let's take a look at the front of the machine. Oh, look at that. That looks awesome. Everything's uniform. Everything looks good. We have all the soda selections. Can't beat it. Look at it. Names are big. This was the one that I could never get. I couldn't get Cheerwine. I couldn't get Minute Maid Lemon, Orange Crush. I couldn't get Minute Maid Fruit Punch. Guys, it was just a lot that I couldn't get. This particular machine right here is called a side-by-side selection machine, and these buttons are a specific size, and you can't get the actual flavor cards for the new sodas or some of the old ones. For anybody out there that needs flavor cards for this particular side-by-side selection, all you have to do is look in my description area, and I have a list for all of the flavor cards that you can purchase for this particular machine. All right, guys, this is JOATD, and I think we did a great job with this machine, and I'm out. All right, guys, if you like this video and would like to see other videos like this, join our community, follow us, and subscribe. JOATD, Jack of all trades Dre, fixing a handful of life's numerous problems, one video at a time.